Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Roscoe, John, Radar, thanks for joining. Angler, good evening. Happy Monday. Hope you've had a good Monday start to the week. We've got Travis on with us as a guest tonight.
How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Mike, I won't be able to see any comments or anything, so if anyone says anything, you'll just have to relay.
I will let you know that, or I'll just put them on the screen. Nickel Plate Dave, good evening. How are you? Happy Monday. Roscoe's good now. All right, so I'm bouncing between cameras here tonight. I've got two off the computer. I'm not sure if I might have to move that one back. It just doesn't want to focus when it's that close. Let me try that.
Are those wireless cameras, Mike, or
Oh no, it's a webcam.
it's a webcam?
Yeah. Yeah, John, you sure did hear that. I heard somebody sent me a clip from when Ryan Kunkel was doing the Lionel catalog live, and he was on the Vision Line Big Boy page, and he said that there would be some stuff coming from S Gauge that folks at Model S would be happy. And then there was somebody on Tattoo Mike's live last week, Wednesday, that said they also made an announcement at the LCCA convention that more American Flyers coming in the fall. Dave's using root beer mega steam for the first time. Nice. I haven't ever smelled that, Dave.
Yeah, root beer should smell pretty good.
Yeah.
What all flavors do you like, Mike? What do you like to? What's your go-to?
Honestly, I use the non-scented for the most part. And then I've got some Christmas scents for the holidays.
Gotcha.
What,
I love
what
the coal
do
and the
you?
diesel one, but it makes the house smell like a railroad yard.
Isn't that true?
Yeah, so I actually she agreed, and we like the hot chocolate one.
Nice, nice. Hey Don, good evening. How are you? Happy Monday, Uncle Salty. Good evening. Happy Monday to you, buddy.
Uncle Salty must park the rig already. He's home for the day.
That's right. For those of you just joining in, we've got Travis B joining us as a guest tonight.
I guess Mad Mike's on vacation, so I doubt he'll be on the stream. But
There you go. Got the Mad Mike koozie. John, I've never smelled the original Lionel pellets. Do they smell like steam and coal? Or I guess coal? Dave's also got cinnamon roll. You know, Gold Standard Train swears by that. That's all he uses.
the cinnamon roll,
Yeah.
that was what was in this my Western Maryland GP9 when Zach sent it up to me.
Was it?
It must have been, there was some kind of cinnamon smell.
Yeah. Probably that's it. Don likes bubble gum. I haven't smelled that either. Hey, Newt. Happy Monday. How are you? Thanks for joining. Captain Andy, good evening. How are you, sir? Hope you've had a good start to the week.
Captain Andy, I think they're all going to Edison here. What, next weekend is that?
Yeah, I think it is. 8th and 9th.
Spend lots of money.
Yeah, that's this coming weekend. Angler says the coal scent is nasty. Reminds him of a coal furnace when he was young.
Yeah, it does. It smells like a coal. Yeah.
Actually, Roscoe, I kind of am still looking for a Canon. It wasn't any. I wasn't actively looking for the last couple of days, but yeah, I am. Bridge Street. Hi, Matt. How are you tonight? Happy Monday. Thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us.
Do you have a 3D printer?
I do not. Do you?
No. No, but I think that's going to be on the to buy list.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming almost a necessity for a lot of modelers, or at least having a connection with somebody who's got one close by.
There was the one guy down at York. Can't think of who he was. He's right here in Pennsylvania, over close to us, that does a lot of 3D printing. You would think, like I said, if you get a hold of him, I'll think of his name here. I would think he could make you a Canon real easily. If he may even already have them.
Yeah, maybe. Roscoe says he found one on a flat car at Strasburg.
Down there at the Choo Choo Barn.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think his club was down there in the Railroad Museum this weekend.
That's right. They had
With
the
things in it?
model railroaders thing. Yeah, I've seen some people already posted some videos on it. It's pretty neat.
Roscoe, what flat car was that on? Is that something that's you've seen online secondhand somewhere, or what was that? Oh, it's next weekend. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what I seen posted. I think it was Dakman posted some stuff about a show he was down there running some
So maybe we're getting our
Conrail.
weekends. Maybe we're getting our weekends mixed up with different events. K-Line made cannons, but they're going for like $20. Bridge Street says.
Well, $20 ain't bad.
Not
Considering what
horrible.
everything else costs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm considering buying a third rail engine that's almost $3,000.
You and a lot of other people. Oh, is it the hobby shop? Okay, gotcha, Roscoe.
You ever been down there to the Choo Choo Barn, Mike?
I
In
have not.
Strasburg? It's a good little store. It's a little costly, but they have a real good selection of stuff. A little bit of everything. And it's an older. I mean, that hobby store was there when I was a little kid.
Really?
I remember going down there to ride the train and going to the train store.
Maybe one of these days I'll get down to Strasburg again to actually hang out, ride the train. I've never actually gone through the museum, which is sad.
Yeah, they got a nice little museum there. Well, I shouldn't say little. I mean, they got a lot of stuff there, but it's nice.
Oh, the DC High Railers were at the museum this weekend, Don says. Okay.
Okay, that's what it was. Yep. That's right.
Go ahead,
Dakman was saying they couldn't get now that so many clubs come, they can't get everyone in there at one time. They got to break it up over several weekends. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, Roscoe, let me know. I appreciate you offering to do that. Dathan, good evening, my friend. How are you, sir? Dathan's driving and listening.
I do that all the time in the milk truck.
Frank's Iron Horses. Happy Monday, Frank. Hope you had a good start to your week. Thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us. Yep, Matt, it is. It's a Clinchfield Challenger. I'm stepping out on the wild side tonight, and I'm actually running a legacy locomotive for the first time on a stream.
So far, so good, right? They're playing good together.
Yep. Legacy Challenger on the outside loop and a TMCC C&O Mikado on the inside loop.
Actually got a new car on the layout tonight.
Which one?
Just right behind the RS1. We'll have to wait for the other train to clear and come around. I got a wagon top box car. Baltimore and Ohio wagon top.
Yeah, note that report coming out of the LCCA. It's making the rounds. Somebody shared that. I heard it the other day, but I don't mind hearing it again. That's for sure. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate the reminder. Don't forget to hit that like button, fellas. And hey, before I forget, I'm going to, if you don't already subscribe to Travis, I'm going to go ahead and put his YouTube link in here. See if I can copy it. Make sure to give him a follow. He's done incredible stuff with his layout in just 8 months. That link looks weird to me, but let me know if it works, guys. Hey, SDIV Tim, how are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Lark, what's going on? Happy Monday, buddy. Roscoe still has a Challenger in its original factory box. That's incredible. I hope that hits the layout very shortly after you get your layout set up. It's not working for you. Okay, let me try it again. How's the little one doing, Lark, since you're there rocking them? Let's see if this channel ID works. Nope, that's what I pasted before. So let's back that out of there. All right, Don, let me try another way to do this. Share the channel. Share the channel. Oh, there we go. I think I got it this time. You would never know I worked in IT for a couple of decades. That looks better. Happy and not fussy. They're both important, Lark. See if that link works, fellas. Give our friend Travis a follow if you don't already.
Yeah, there's a couple people on the channel. It's growing. I said It's all new.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Lark. I appreciate you guys doing that for him.
Yeah, anyone that subscribes, I greatly appreciate it. I got a lot of shorts up on there of all the stuff I play with here, which is actually a pretty decent little collection.
All right. You guys are the best. Great community.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Hey, Mike, in that scale, do any of those cabooses have the smoke like the Lionel and the K lines?
No, they actually don't, but there is a seller on eBay, MJ MJP Trading Company. He's out in Missouri somewhere, and he's been actually retrofitting a smoke unit into some cabooses. He's selling them for like 125, and I'd love to get one.
I just got a smoking caboose here a little bit ago. This Baltimore and Ohio on behind the RS3 there, or RS1, is a smoking caboose, and I didn't even realize it till the other night. So I put some smoke fluid, and that thing smokes like a chimney.
Does it really?
And then I let it run for about an hour like that, and I didn't realize how hot that caboose got.
I would imagine. I've heard reports of them melting.
Yeah, so that's just show it on and show it off and turn it back off.
Yep, probably a really good idea. Matt says he knows Lionel is going to do a big boy. I kind of had that thought myself, that it was a pretty solid bet that they do a big boy, but maybe they've got some others in the works. I'd like to see some Burks. I'd like to see something that they haven't done in a while, like a Hudson, maybe a Dreyfus Hudson.
What would be your newest engine that you have?
My newest is
Like in production, not like that you got, but actually the newest in year-wise when they were, yeah.
What is the newest? I'm probably, let me look at the shelf here. I'm not sure if the Y3s or the Legacy PAs, Elko PAs, are the newest. They were pretty close to each other in the catalogs. I think the PAs were last, because I think those were the last release catalog in S.
Yeah, and it's been how many years since they've released anything?
I think their last catalog was 22, so it's 4.
Yeah, that's good that they're going to make you guys some new stuff.
I hope so. I'll be interested to see what we get.
Yeah, almost anything would be an improvement, right?
Isn't that the truth? Hey, Rust Belt's here. Hey, Eddie, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining, buddy. It's good to have you. Matt's O-Gauge is here. Hey, Matt. Happy Monday. How are you? There we go. Matt, they might have been. I am not sure. I'd have to go back and look in my catalog or look online. I pre-ordered the nickel plate Legacy PAs and the matching passenger cars. That's why I'm kind of excited to see if Lionel will do a 777 nickel plate Burke in S coming up. I have my fingers crossed. That would be great. But then I got the Norfolk and Western and the Pennsylvania Y3s separately. Mr. Sam, good evening, sir. How are you? Hope you had a good start to your week. Looks like you had a great time in Chattanooga. Trying to follow along, lots of good pictures. Hopefully you got home safe, too. JD Projects, how are you tonight? Look at that. Jeremy's here. Sam and Sedano joined almost at the exact same time. That's interesting.
See, it just shows you they really are tight like that.
You see? Ray, I don't even want to talk Yankees tonight. I am fit to be tied, not only with the game, but with what didn't even happen today. They should be done. John, I didn't order anything only because you can get the sheets for $5, but then you got to spend $8.50 for shipping. So maybe this fall when I'm down at York, I'll just take a drive down there and pick them up.
Well, I guess that answers that question. You are coming to the fall York?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Did you get booked in the new hotel?
We did. Yep, absolutely. Right across the street from the club. Jeremy, what kind of lovely phone call are you talking about? Yeah, I bet, Sam. That's a big weekend. I'm sure there was a lot going on too, but I'm sure it was just awesome being there. We get a chance to live vicariously through you guys as you do that. Oh, okay, Matt. Thanks. I wasn't sure. Thanks for looking back.
Yeah, I seen they all stopped at the they stopped the day there at Trains, I think, on Saturday, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be broke if I went to that store in person.
Yeah, no kidding, Frank. I was amazed at how quickly that booked up for that weekend. Those rooms sold like hotcakes.
Yeah, I actually got one for down there, and I was going to get a single bed, single room, and then I didn't book it that morning. Till that evening, they were already sold out of those. I had to go with a double bed.
Oh, no kidding. You know what? I'm absolutely touched for you guys. That's wonderful that Sam and Jeremy are just so tight with each other.
Should make a sticker of that for York this year.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Newt's on here. He'll probably make a meme. So Matt wants to know who's going to Edison this weekend. Oh, I got a question for you guys. I ask the what he uses. I'll call a friend or ask a friend. So on the Cab 2, if you don't touch it after X amount of time, it goes to sleep. Is there a way to extend how long it stays awake before it goes to sleep? Does anybody know that? Andy's going to be at Edison. LMP, happy Monday to you too, buddy. Thanks for joining. Good to have you here. We've got Travis B as a guest tonight, hanging out.
Hey, everyone.
I pasted the link to his YouTube channel a little earlier in the chat. If you're not already subbed to him, go check him out. He's done so much in creating his layout just since the beginning of the year. It's incredible.
Yeah, we started from absolutely nothing. No plywood, no nothing.
Sam can't make Edison, and he's not happy about it.
Mike, you ever went to Edison?
I have not. Andy was trying to talk me into it this year, but it's just not in the books. Andy, did I miss Zach? I didn't see him in the comments. Hey, Zach, how are you tonight? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Actually, Roscoe, these were just made custom for me. Caleb Easter did them for me, so I don't have like a shop or anything like that. But I could I could take a look at maybe doing that. Thanks, LMP. Appreciate that. Another sub for you there, Travis.
All right.
Hey, Lyndon. Good evening. Happy Monday
Thank
to
you.
you. How's everything in Helen, Georgia? Sam just sub too.
Probably hot in Georgia.
Oh, Zach LMP. Okay, I see Zach without the H, and I think of Joker. I always put an H on LMP's name to keep them segregated or separated in my head.
Mike, I'm glad to see you do got some Western Maryland hoppers running there tonight.
I told you I was going to put them on for you.
I know that's sad. That's half my collection. I don't have one Western Maryland hopper on the layout tonight.
Tim, press the red CTC button and scroll through the options. Okay. Scroll to configure. Okay. Velocity throttle direction. Brake. Hold brake. Channel select. Name railroad. Keypad beeper on off. Display contrast. Keypad contrast. Backlight timer, 10 seconds is good. Remote sleep timer before power down. It's at 15 minutes. That's 30 minutes. Okay, I'll go for that. Tim, thank you. I appreciate that. Good to know.
You having trouble with your remote going to sleep on you?
Yeah, I knew there had to be a way to set how long you stop it from going to sleep, but I've never gone through the manual to do that. So I knew from the collective here that we'd figured out. Yeah, Roscoe, if you don't mind picking up that flat car with the cannon, I would really appreciate it.
You still wanting to put like that cannon in your little town square thing you made there?
I do. Yeah, I really do. I think it would look very cool. Make it like a memorial town park.
Yeah.
Hey, Roscoe, if you need to get a hold of me regarding that flat car and cannon, and if anybody else wants it for that matter, here's my email. Nice chassis.
I see that, Frank. Yeah. I was fortunate enough to get the jump on that when it became available and got that in cars with it. Currently, the cars are out on lease to a gentleman in Florida.
That's awesome. Hey, Travis wants to, there's a question to see a larger shot of your layout, if you can do that.
Let's see here. Let's go that way.
Okay, there
It's
you go.
not, yeah, it's not completely done yet, as you can see. So it's still got the mountain back there I got to finish.
Andy, that would
And
be awesome. Let me know if you come across that K-line flat car. Also, if y'all get a chance, Travis just did a layout overview earlier. Well, end of last week, I think. Travis,
Sunday.
Sunday. Um, it's a really good video he put together. Go give it a look. It'll give you the full story of his layout, what he's done in 8 months.
Yeah, just a real recap for everyone in here. I'm running a 6x12 layout with two loops, two main loops, and I stole all this off Mad Mike from watching his YouTube channel. And one thing he said was make sure you do not use 048 on the outside. If you can, go bigger. So I went with 060 on the outside and did the inner loop at 048. And it has a crossover that you can get in between the two loops. And then there's going to be two industries on the inner loop. And then if all goes according to plan, directly behind me, right there, I'm going to put another switch back there and come around and build another mountain scene here, which will go to another part of the living room here that I'm using as a train room. And I'm going to do a whole coal mine, a whole coal tipple scene.
Yeah, it's really fantastic, Travis. You've done such a great job.
It's addicting. It's fun. This is
It is
very, very
addicting.
peaceful.
That is for sure.
Get up
Thanks,
in the morning, grab a cup of coffee, and come out here and run trains.
That's right. Until it's time to go
do something.
Go do something. Yep. Zach, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm really pleased with how that town square came out.
Plus, you got some new lights on there today too, didn't you?
I did. Yep. I added some more of the Woodland Scenic streetlights.
And those are the plug and play?
Those are the plug and play with those teeny tiny little wires that 63-year-old eyes have a trouble with. Roscoe, that would be great. If you're going to be to York, we'll definitely connect. A flat car in Canon on eBay for $189. Really, Matt? Okay, that's crazy. B&O Scale Trains. Hey, Tyler. How are you tonight? Hope you've had a good start to your week. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out with us for a bit. Yeah, honestly, Matt, his layout is amazing for just 8 months.
Yeah, I decided when I got a hair up my ass basically to start building a layout from a friend of mine. He brought me a O-scale Western Maryland H9 down to put under the Christmas tree. And as soon as I seen that, I'm like, yep, we got to build a layout.
Yep, time to do it. Sometimes that's all it takes.
So we started with one H9 and we just kind of let it grow, got rid of some other toys to buy these toys and kind of got a little carried away with it.
Nah, that's not carried away. You got a long ways to go before carried away. Big Rich, how are you, buddy? Great to have you here tonight. Happy Monday.
I don't know. It seemed, Mike, I don't know. It seemed like every other week here I had another engine showing up for like the last 3-4 months. Every week another engine comes in.
Lyndon, my layout's only 6x10. So I mean, you could definitely do some big locos. I did R27 curves on my outside loop, and Challenger looks really good on that. Farm Train, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. I'm also happy to see that Lionel's going to produce some some new S gauge locomotives. S gauge locomotives. We'll see what they're going to do.
Well, they won't be that bad. It'll only be probably a kidney, your firstborn child.
Exactly.
But if they're remaking them, I wonder if all the engines are going to be, are they all going to be legacy engines?
I don't know. They could, if it was me, I would also reintroduce some Flyer Chief engines to keep some price points reasonable.
Like starter set kind of
Yeah,
ideas.
exactly. I don't think there's a need to go straight legacy, but I'm sure that they're going to at first come out with legacy full bore. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of speculation about what they're doing, although most people who have heard the news are pretty confident that a big boy is going to be in the mix.
Yeah, why
Roscoe,
wouldn't there be a big boy?
go ahead, Travis. I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, why wouldn't there be a big boy? They did how many custom runs in no scale this year? Might as well make some S scale ones too.
I mean, at this point, there's got to be close to 50 different customs, I think. It's crazy.
I'm just curious how many of them are all going to get built.
I know. We'll see if they reach the numbers that they need for each one. Roscoe, I had a buddy who's a contractor on the side, actually do my bench work, but I did everything else from there, the track and the wiring and everything. Really, Matt? You think my layout looks way bigger than that? Yeah, it's just 6x10.
Yeah, Mike, you do a good job with the perception of your layout with the backdrop and everything. It definitely, I agree. Your layout looks huge.
Thanks, Travis. Maybe because it's freestanding, and I do use the backdrops on the walls instead of having it up against the wall. I like the fact that I can walk all the way around it.
Yeah, that's the way mine is. It makes it nice so you can get around to the backside, and heavens for God, you have any issues, and gives you more photo opportunities. And
exactly. I only have 2 nickel plate Flyer Chiefs, but I have what are my other Flyer Chiefs? I've got the Pear Marquette 1225, and of course the Polar Express. That's a given. And I have a C&O. Three Spikes Railroad. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. Happy Monday. It's good to have you here.
Mike, you got any other plans for the layout this week? Any other improvements going to work on?
I don't think so. I wanted to get some more lighting down around the center of town and so forth. So I knocked that out. I have to say, though, with a little pat on my back as I say this, that this was the first time working with those little wires and the Just Plug systems that I was able to get the lights to work the very first time I plugged them in, instead of cursing and throwing the utility knife and everything that comes along with that. So maybe with practice comes a little comfort. What do you got coming up next for your layout, Travis?
Oh, I don't know here. I got to start working on that styrofoam mountain back there. So
that'll be a
that'll
fun
probably be next. Yeah, that'll probably be in the winter. I got a lot of ballasting to finish yet. That's something I can do fairly quick. So I'll probably work on that next week or two.
I enjoyed ballasting. I mean, when I first picked up Fast Track, it's like, oh yeah, it looks like it's ballasted and everything. But then when Caleb Easter did a YouTube video on ballasting, and I thought, you know what, that's very cool, and it really does make it look so much better. So
Yeah, it
that's
does.
what
I
I
tell you,
did.
you want to see Fast Track done really. Look at Tattooed Mike's layout. That's amazing that's Fast Track, that how he does his.
Yeah, his is fantastic. He's done incredible work with his.
Poor guy. Did you see he had some flooding, it looked like, up there?
I did. I did send him a quick message. Hope he was okay and there wasn't any damage. And he said they were good. There was no damage. So that's always good to hear. That's always good to hear.
Well, that whistle sounds good.
That was on the C&O Mikado
Hmm.
for TMCC. They've got some good sounds in them.
Yeah, speaking of Mikados, if all goes well, I should be going to go get a Mikado this week.
Oh, very nice. Where are you picking that up?
Somewhere down around Baltimore, between here and Baltimore.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
I live in Western Pennsylvania, close to Pittsburgh. So
Yeah,
3 hour. Yeah, I'll see if I can meet the guy. About 3 hour drive.
that's awesome. What road name?
Baltimore and Ohio.
Very nice.
Yeah, PS3.
That's a good size mat, 5x14 with some bump outs. I'd love to see some pictures sometime. Bill Hawk from Philadelphia. Good evening, sir. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining. I appreciate you jumping on and hanging out with us. Yeah, Matt, that's for sure. I'm with his shelves that he's got close to the floor like that. Water would be very scary.
Yeah, because I think his shelves go the whole way to the floor.
Yeah, they sure do. I would be out of my mind if I had water come in like that. See, Sedano knows you're going to buy a third rail 1309, Travis.
It's probably depends on the soybean harvest.
Right. Hello, Slagcat. How are you tonight? Happy Monday. Hope you've had a good start to your week. Greg Trainmaster, Danbury, Wisconsin. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. For those of you who have just joined within the last 10 minutes or so, I just pasted Travis' YouTube link to his channel in the chat. If you don't already follow and subscribe to him, give it a look. He's got a great layout that he's only been building since January. And you can't even believe how much he's done in 8 months.
But hey, when it's fun, Mike, it doesn't. 8 months can go by quick, especially when it's fun. You just keep working at it. And
That's right. I completely agree. Once I had the bench work done, I was down here all the time working on this.
yeah, I actually had a friend bring his table saw over. We cut all the 2x4s one day and built the frame. And I used 1/2-inch plywood. We screwed that down, and then we put the styrofoam board down all in one day.
Nice. It can go quick like that if you've got the tools and you got the know-how. I think you've got a couple more subs there, Travis.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Of
Thanks
course.
to anyone that subscribes, and thanks for advertising. More the merrier.
You betcha. Put my ugly mug back on the screen here. Rich, where'd you go? I didn't realize you had stepped away. It's almost train season again. We get through August, kids go back to school, and train season. The shows are starting.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for York this year because I'll actually be down there for more than just a couple hours, and I can be able to enjoy it, not have to run around like a lunatic to get everything I want to get.
That'll be great. You can actually slow down and breathe and enjoy yourself.
Yep, and then spend the night down there, go over to the club, check that out.
Awesome. It'll be good to hang out. Yeah, Jeremy, I did. I created 2 coal loads for those New York Central hoppers that came empty without any loads. But I've got a lot of that coal left. If you need any, just let me know. That big Woodland Scenics bottle that you gave me, there's a lot left. I can always bring it to York if you need it. Rich working. Yes, sir. Rich, you're absolutely right. It's train season with this whole group.
What are you drinking there tonight, Mike?
Just water.
Just water tonight?
Yeah. You got a beverage?
Of course.
What do you got?
What is it tonight? Tonight's Busch Light.
Nice.
It's cheap.
It gets the job done. Cold and refreshing.
I like them all. Coors Light, Miller Light, Busch Light, Keystone. Got to change it up.
Okay, the Yankees are losing to St. Louis 6-0. This is disgusting. And it's only the 5th inning. Yes, Frank, it is just water. Honest engine. Jeremy, if I had a better, like a table saw or something to cut balsa wood for those loads, I'd probably swap it out with the factory loads, the plastic loads that come in these cars. But if you saw how badly I hacked up what I was cutting, you'd know why. Roscoe's got a PBR.
Nothing wrong with PBR.
Nope, not at all. If Rich isn't working a double, he's going to be streaming in the graveyard hours. Jeremy's on a Keystone Apple kick.
You know, Jeremy, I went to the store on Saturday to get a case of them, and they're sold out of them down here in Somerset. You can't find them anywhere.
I knew you were over in that neck of the woods, Travis. I didn't know you were in Somerset.
Yeah, Somerset. So Jeremy's probably a half hour away from me.
That's
40 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
Trying to get him to come down here and play with Choo Choos.
He's a tough man to find free time with.
I even told him I'd bring a dozer up there and build a driveway quick.
Really, Jeremy? You'll cut some more for me? That's awesome. I will definitely get you some measurements. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. Roscoe, I don't know. I don't want to like dominate the basement. I like the fact that I can walk around it and it's not like I'm squeezing between the layout and the wall or anything like that. The one thing I do wish, now my wife can't hear me, so that's a good thing. But the one thing I do wish is that I could add on space to do a turntable and a roundhouse and a small yard. That would be my one wish.
Yeah, that's a problem with any scale. You start putting a turntable down and trying to build a yard, it almost makes a whole layout in its own.
Honest to God, that's so true. Bill's drinking Diet Pepsi. Rick's Trains, good evening. How are you? Thank you for joining. Happy Monday to you. Angler was at Sam's Club. They didn't have any Keystone Apple, but lots of Bush Light Lime. That's definitely a summer drink, the Bush Light Lime.
No, didn't have that either. No Bush Light Lime down here.
No kidding.
Yep, all the good stuff's missing.
I meant to click on Rich's message. Jeremy needs to sell an engine and get a laser cutter to make all kinds of stuff.
I thought he had a laser cutter. Wasn't he cutting foam?
Yeah,
and
I think
making
he
those.
does. That wire cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Roscoe. Shh, I won't tell her. I'll just do it as I'm bringing all this plywood and 2x4s and this big turntable.
She won't notice.
No, not at all.
Just tell her it's always been there.
Rick used foam and glued coal to that for his coal cars. That's a good solution. I like that.
Actually, there's a couple YouTube videos I've seen some guys do that. They take the foam and crush up. They were using real coal and then gluing it down. Yeah, it looked really, really good.
Oh, I bet it did.
Getting like some anthracite coal.
Yeah, that would look great. Crush it up, glue it down. Thomas, good evening. Happy Monday. How are you? And thanks for joining. Jeremy said Somerset had Stonies. He was drinking that at Jennertown last week.
Oh, Jennerstown, was he down at the race? He must have been down at the racetrack.
Yeah, he was.
I actually know one of the owners of that racetrack, and he's in a town just a little bit away from Jennerstown there called Boswell. And his company is actually in the old coal mine facility and railroad yard down in Boswell. And he's a big mining buff, and his collection of mining memorabilia is just unreal.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he has a picture of like what Boswell used to look like in the heyday of the 20s.
I don't know if anybody else has this with their TMCC engines, but my layout is just slightly off level from one end to the other. And this Mikado I'm running tonight, it noticeably slows down when it's coming up. It's the slightest grade. You can't even tell there's really a grade there except for the fact that it slows down. So every now and then I have to crank the throttle just a little bit to keep it running.
They didn't have cruise in them like the bigger ones do with TMCC?
No. At least not for American Flyer. Oh, that's right, Roscoe. When your spouse is mad, just buy another train. She's still going to be mad anyway. This is Restream Rich. I I guess I got my feet wet with this. Mad Trains Mike kind of showed me the ropes on this, so that's what I've been using so far. How was Duckstream? What do you think of that? Jay's has a couple of buckets of that in the backyard.
Must be talking about anthracite.
I think so.
Yeah, live steam's pretty neat. I got a friend that they're into live steam, and it's crazy.
That would be fun.
He says he was going to bring that engine up here and put it around the farm. I said, if you do that, possession's 9/10 of the law. You're not getting it back.
Yeah, I think there is a couple different ways to get a turntable to work for S scale.
Is there any commercially available, or are they all turntables, all kits that people put together?
I haven't really looked to be sure, but I think it would probably be something custom or a kit. See, Matt, exactly. it likes to go slow one side and fast on the other side. That's exactly what I got here. Now, see, Rick's got a great wife. She bent his arm and made him buy a 3-rail 5-pack of spine cars. That's awesome. That's
yes, it is.
That's
definitely a keeper.
Third rail, fair enough. I did say 3-rail. I do have to admit the sounds in that TMC engine are pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't even know. Can you? I don't know if I have the volume up. Can you even hear the engines on mine?
No.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could hear them or not. I got them turned down pretty low.
Yeah, I've turned down at least the chuff pretty low on these, but as far as the whistles, that's the Challenger.
Well, I also got a headset on, so that's probably not helping.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Very true. See, when Lyndon collected guitars, he always got the same color, so his wife would never know. That's the same thing with steam engines. Always buy black. Your wife will never know.
Yeah, don't buy a chassis system. It sticks out pretty hard.
Roscoe. Wife once said, buy another train and I'm gone. I wonder where she went. So, Rich, you paid $24 a month for this streaming. Friday night for 4 hours. 10 people found you, and Saturday night. It's cool. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it. Check it out. All good, Ricks. Rick, typos are easy in these chats.
Yeah, I have to put my headset on around when this engine comes around. This thing has a pretty bad chuff to her. She sounds pretty mean.
I actually heard that. That does sound awesome. I don't know
She's
why
getting
I
a,
get anxious running these engines for any length of time. I shouldn't be, but I do.
I used to be concerned when I started running them that maybe you're running them too long. And then after seeing how people run these things on streams for hours on end, I'm like, no, we're good.
Yeah. I'm slowly coming to that point as well.
Just need a little more smoke fluid.
I've got the smoke turned off on mine.
I'll run it for a little bit and then I turn it off. If not, well, you know how smoke fluid gets. It
I can
gets a little
imagine.
overwhelming.
And you said your layout's in your living room.
Spare. We actually, family room, whatever you want to call it. I put it in the family room.
Yeah, gotcha.
I mean, we had the family room in the living room. Like, you know what? We don't use the family room. I'm going to just make it a train room.
Travis, we got a question. What's your favorite engine?
Oh, my.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Bill, thanks for joining. Have a safe trip up to New York tomorrow, and we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, safe driving. I don't know. I'd have to say my Shay is probably my favorite one.
Anything particular about it?
Just all the gearing on that Shay. It's just, it's neat to watch all them gears move.
Yeah, it really is. And Jeremy will attest to this because we've talked about it numerous times. I'm not a huge fan of a Shay in and of itself, but it's almost mesmerizing to watch the gearing on those and how it just kind of draws you right into it.
Yeah, I said with the MTH one with the whistle steam on it, and I mean the thing smokes like a chimney, and it runs like at 1 scale mile an hour perfectly.
Let's see, what would be my favorite? I don't know. I think one of my favorites is the Erie Legacy Burke. It's just got good weight to it. It's just a nice size. It's got that bulk that you like to see with a Burke. It's probably one of my favorites if I had to pick one right now.
All right, well, let's pick a diesel. Mine would have to be the my Western Maryland pair of GP35s.
There you go.
In the circus circus scheme.
This is probably going to sound strange, but I think one of my favorite diesels is from American Models, and it's a Penske E8 in Brunswick, or not Brunswick green, but in Tuscan red. Because there's no E8s from Lionel. So this looks so good pulling my streamlined Lionel passenger cars. Lyndon's got all his Tycos from the 70s and they still run. That's awesome.
Well, that's when they still made toys to last.
True. Roscoe has found that WD-40 makes a great smoke fluid, but smoke alarms don't like it. I can imagine. Mr. Dell, good evening, sir. How are you? Thanks for stopping by and happy Monday. We've got Travis B. joining us tonight as our special guest. Yeah, Clinchfield, Western Marin, B&O, yep, C&O. They all went together, didn't they, Jeremy?
There we go.
Yeah, Lyndon, I remember, I don't know if you had said that before or someone else, at Flex Seal is a great option for quieting the roadbed.
Flex Seal. I never even thought of that.
Yeah. I know somebody had said that on a previous stream. I don't know if it was mine or somebody else's. It could have been Lyndon on a previous one of mine. But yeah, it sounds like a great solution. CB Train Nut, good evening. Thanks for hopping on and hanging out with us on this Monday evening. It's good to have you here. And you've got all your S scale trains out and on display. That's awesome. Would love to see that sometime. Train Man Dan, how are you, sir? Thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us on this Monday evening. It's good to have you. I hope you're doing well. I am too. We
One of
got
the little light.
Travis from
This-
Travis B Trains as our guest tonight.
Just had to go look at one of the switches on my layout. Lionel Fast Track have them little lights in them,
Yeah.
and it's over here flickering.
Uh-oh.
So none of the amperage is changing, so I'm pretty sure I got a bad bulb.
Oh, you very well could. All my switches are manual. I had tried some of the remote switches before I built this layout, and there were more problems than they were worth. So I said, you know what? With a freestanding layout, I can reach all the switches.
Yeah, I can reach all these at the same, but unfortunately, some of them I couldn't get in manual. The 060s, they weren't at the time weren't making them in manual.
I know it's tough when the stuff is out of stock like that.
Well, I guess the new Lionel Fast Track switches, you're going to be factory manual, and if you want to make them remote, then you got to buy the remote and add it on.
Really?
Which I kind of like that idea. Because I agree, I'd rather have the manual switch, and it's going to be cheaper.
You know, I would guess at that point it makes sense for Lionel to do it that way because they can just make all their switches manual with the option to be remote, and then it's up to us if we want to add the remote package to it. Big Rich almost bought a gray Clinchfield SD40. Oh, no kidding. As soon as you went to pay for it, it was sold. Ouch, that hurt. Travis, Big Rich says maybe it's the candle version in your switch lantern.
That might be. I don't know. Everything's running fine. The amperage ain't changing.
Well, that's good.
That's one nice thing about the Z4000. It'll tell you your amperage readout.
Yeah, I've only got a GW180 transformer. There's no readouts of any kind on it.
It's either working or not working, huh?
Pretty much. And it's been rock solid since I got it. More than enough power for what I've got.
I was originally just using a Z1000 brick, and Then I found the Z4000. Somebody was practically giving it away, and someone said, "You need to go get that like right now." So I hurried up and went and picked it up.
100%. Dell says a coworker gave him a Flyer 741 hand car, and Roscoe's trying to steal it from him. Will, how are you, my friend? From Orlando. You must be at the Magic Mouse place, huh? Thanks for joining, especially being away
On
from home on
vacation,
vacation. Yep. Thanks for jumping on a Monday night. It's good to have you here. Jeremy agrees with you, Travis. Z4000, one of the best investments he made.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd actually buy another one if I could find one at a good price just to have it.
They are not easy to find, are they? At least at a good price.
No, they're not. There was somebody going to Edison, and I seen him post on Facebook, but it was only low. You had to pick him up at Edison. He had like four of them he was taking there, and I think he was selling them for like $325 a piece.
That's not a bad price.
No.
Will's actually at Universal, but heading over to Disney on Thursday. Hey, Travis, can you hold down the fort? I got to go use the little boy's room.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. I'll be right back.
There's that dang flickering light. Not really sure what's causing it. Like I said, it's got to be the bulb because the amperage and all that, nothing's changing. Not actually going to Disney. Is currently Universal. Uh-oh, Mike's camera's moving.
All right, I'm back.
I was going to say your camera's moving there.
Yeah, I thought I'd put a different angle on there. Did I miss anything?
Not that I've seen because I can't see the chat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's scroll back up through, see what I got. Uncle Salty has a Z4000 that is almost 27 years old without any problems. That's incredible. Roscoe says the MRC dual packs are nice. Greg, I do like the American models things that I've got. I've got two GG1s, an E8, an FM Trainmaster, an RS11, and some of their passenger cars. Now, on some of their heavyweight passenger cars, I'll be honest, at least in my opinion, I think the quality control is a little susceptible or skeptical, however you want to say that. But otherwise, I do like their products. I just wish they were producing more. Will looks like he had a bit of a delay on the Philly tarmac before they got airborne.
That's always fun.
I know.
That was one thing I hated about the military was all the flying.
Which branch were you in, Travis?
I was in the Navy.
Were you? I was in
Dirt
the Air
sailor.
Force. I didn't fly at
Yeah.
all.
Well, I was in the Navy and I was never on a ship a day of my life.
Really?
Yeah, I was a dirt sailor. I ran heavy equipment.
When people realize I was in the Air Force, they say, "What did you fly?" And I said, "Computers," because I was a computer operator. Oktoberfest prep in Helen, Georgia is underway.
Already prepping for Oktoberfest. That's a
Must be a
must be a heck of a bash.
That's right. Will needs to talk to Travis Moody because he has an idea for a Velocicoaster themed boxcar. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah, some of the stuff that guy makes is pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. Roscoe's a fan of the American Flyer heavyweights over than the American models. They're definitely more solid and they've got more detail, but I know we've talked about this before, Roscoe, but I think the American models just roll so much nicer and quieter. Of course, Lyndon. It was our honor.
Yeah.
Right, Travis?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I had a good time. And actually, 20 years flew by quicker than you think.
I can only imagine. Ed's here. Good evening, Ed. Happy Monday. How are you? Yeah, Greg, they are. They are AC powered. A lot of their engines do um, have the option to be built with DC power. Um, that's one of the things that I almost got burned on with my first purchase. Is somebody warned me to always make sure that they're indicated as AC because they do make both. CB Train Nut, you are 100% correct. Once you get the wheels fixed and they're in good shape, they are great runners. What kind of LEDs did you put in those? I'd be interested because I've got the heavyweights with the window silhouettes, and those are all just incandescent bulbs, of course. But then at the Spring York, I found a set of the Bud streamlined Atlantic Coastline cars, and those actually have interiors which are super sweet. No, Ed, I'm not retired. I just did a 4-year enlistment. And that was
Nothing wrong.
plenty.
Hey, there was nothing wrong with that either. Did you get to
Looking
go anywhere, Mike?
No, I mean, honestly, that was the thing is I would have liked to have traveled a little bit. So, um, when I enlisted, I had already graduated with an associate's degree from a local community college in computer operations, and went to basic training. That's down in San Antonio at Lackland Air Force Base. But because I had a 2-year degree and experience in computers, I didn't even go to tech school like most people do. Right after basic training, I got assigned to my first duty station, which was McGuire over in New Jersey, outside Trenton, and
Okay, yep.
that's it. That was my entire tour. It was it was there. I I tried to find people who would swap with me in the same AFSC. Nobody wanted to come to McGuire, which I get it. I totally understood.
I could say that was one good thing about the Seabees. We got to travel, and
I
we'd go
imagine.
places for like 6-7 months at a shot. Like I spent 7 months in Suda Bay, Greece.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like almost a vacation.
No kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a good time in Greece. We did island of Sicily there. I was there for 7 months in Italy.
Wow.
Sicily was nice.
You got to see the world, buddy.
Yeah, climbed Mount Fuji in Japan.
Did you really?
About killed me, but I made it to the top of that damn thing.
That's incredible. Yeah, your service was way more interesting than mine was. I was inside a computer operations center inside this big brick. We called it a blockhouse. There were no windows, just the front door.
I was gonna say, yeah, you were probably in a building with no windows, and
Yep,
you were in a dungeon.
pretty much. Rotating shifts. Ed, thank you for your service too, sir. 24 years active and
24
12
years, yeah.
contractor. That's incredible. Thank you for that.
Good for him.
Greg's got 3-rail pre-war American Flyer. That's very cool. All right, Will. Hey, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. Have a great time tomorrow, Universal and over at Disney, and we'll catch up with you.
You have a good vacation. Enjoy. Mm. Now that dang switch quit flickering. I don't know what was up with that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I said it wasn't no amperage change or anything, and
I chuckle how that camera in the middle of our screen for mine pixelates, and then all of a sudden it's fine. And that's actually a cell phone camera. It's my other iPhone.
yeah, it's trying to focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see my cell phone's doing the same thing. If I run the train a little slower, it'll actually focus a little better.
Roscoe, I don't know Big Al. At least I don't think I do. It's only been 40 years since I was in, so maybe I do and I don't remember.
They actually had computers 40 years ago?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, we still used punch cards and big magnetic tapes, and we had these monstrous size bronze disc platters. That was probably the most cutting edge that we had.
So the computer was basically the size of a living room.
Oh, easily. Yeah. It literally took up half of the floor in that block building.
Oh, how far technology has came since then.
No kidding. Yeah, there weren't even cell phones back then. Lyndon's headed down to see the General in Kennesaw next weekend. Very nice.
Oh, I didn't tell you, Mike, but last weekend, maybe I did tell you. I sent you some of the pictures. We went down to Cass, West Virginia, to ride the Shay.
Oh yeah, I did see those pictures. That looked like a great trip.
Yeah, I said if you ever did you ever go down there to that?
I have not, but
That's worth the trip. It's down in the middle of freaking nowhere, but it is really worth the
it's.
trip.
I like the way you say that. But it doesn't seem to stop people from going.
No, the train, but all the trains we seen leaving that day, they were all full.
Yeah.
And the one we took clear to the top of the mountain, I mean, it was a full train.
Ed remembers punch cards.
Size of one of them. Yeah, that's good said.
And now that you say UNIVAC, Ed, I almost think that the systems that we had at McGuire were Sperry UNIVAC systems. Don't hold me to that, but that sounds kind of familiar.
Well, being that see we had this question before. I'd say my favorite, both of my collection, or for mine, I'll give you my steam and diesel. My steam would probably be my Western Maryland Shay MTH, just because of all the intricate details and how it works. And then I said my two favorite diesels are the Western Maryland GP35s.
And my picks for steam was the Erie Legacy Berkshire from Lionel, American Flyer, and for diesel, the American Models Pennsy Tuscan Red E8.
At the same time, I gotta say this Chessie T1's a pretty good contender.
Yeah,
this is a pretty neat engine.
Angler started in IT in 1972 with punch cards and the removable disc pads. Yeah, that's what we had at McGuire. It's crazy. That's in 72, and I was at McGuire in the mid 80s. But we did have the mag tapes and a huge vault where all the mag tapes were stored.
You know, it's sad. All those mag tapes are probably still in a warehouse somewhere.
I'm sure they probably are. Yeah, Ed, I'll be honest with you. When one of the team would come in with a deck of punch cards, I was scared to death that I was going to drop them before I got him into the reader. Jeremy calling us out. First time we got asked what our favorite engines were earlier, we said Thomas.
I remember Thomas as a kid watching that.
Floppy disks, not in the 80s, Roscoe. At least not in the Air Force.
The floppies, that was like we played Oregon Trail as a kid with.
Right. Oh, Lyndon, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying what we've got out tonight.
Yeah, it's fun to break out the trains and get them around the layout.
Yeah, for sure. Angler 100%. That's what the card sorter was for. Yeah, the input terminals were massive on these computers. Tyler's got a TMCC Chessie SD35 that he thinks it's becoming his favorite.
I like the. I got what do I got? I got two SD35s. Yeah, they got a good sound. Can't go wrong with the Chessie colors. I give them that.
I do not angler. I have no experience with the Ad Punch tapes. So let's turn the question back around on you guys. If you had to pick, what's your favorite steam or diesel engines in your collection?
Yeah, when you sit and think about it, it's hard to pick just one because that's why you have so many, because you like them all for a different reason.
It's so true.
But I agree, you always have that one engine you like to go to.
Roscoe says his train master, and he wants to see if he can upgrade his train master.
I take it it's a PS1.
Probably American Flyer.
American Flyer. Okay.
Yeah, or American Models, S gauge. I'm guessing.
S gauge. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a paper tape that was loaded onto a machine and then converted the information to punch cards. Huh. I'm sure there probably was one of those around that I never saw or ran. James has a Great Northern Heavy Mikado as his favorite. Awesome.
Yeah, Heavy Mikado's nice engine.
Tyler's got his B&O Mikado from last year's York. Big Rich has his new AC9 and an SD70. Lyndon has a Bachmann 260 switcher. Very nice.
That's right, a little beast. They're a good little engine.
Rick's got an SD70 Ace as a favorite. Raider has a Lion Chief 2.0 from 2020. And it's a GG1. Cool. Dell is his Vision Line Hudson, and favorite diesels are his DNHPAs. Very nice. Roscoe says, yep, American Models. Jeremy, diesels MTH ES44. CSX
that's CSX Chessie. Yeah, that's a nice one he has.
And then his Vision Line Class A.
Is that the one he caught on fire?
Until the Allegheny comes.
Class A, that's the one he caught on fire, isn't it?
I think so. Matt likes his Y3s or Melee.
That's something I want to get in the collections of Melee.
I really do like the Y3s. I'm glad I picked those up. I got the Pensy from Brady's Trains, and I got the Norfolk and Western from the Lionel store down in Concord Mills. Ed, hands down, the Milwaukee Road Hiawatha 442.
4.2.
And then next, the MTH Milwaukee Road Hiawatha. Nice choices. I like that.
Well, everyone's got good choices here. It's a nice, diverse group. What everyone's favorites are.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, Newt, we're still hanging out here. That's funny, Tyler. Greg's favorite is a UPF unit.
F unit. There you go. That's first F that anyone mentioned.
Yep. Roscoe Steam would be a Berkshire. Big Rich and SD45. These are sweet choices, Salty. DNRGW M64.
As soon as I read DNR, as soon as I read that, I knew exactly who had to say that was their favorite.
Yep, you bet. And a K-Line Southern Pacific TMCC Trainmaster. Very nice. $200 cards with every one character off. That's crazy. But I'm sure it happened more often than not, huh, Ed? Matt's favorite diesel is an FA2. Greg, his F unit UP diesel and a UP Challenger. Nice choices. I like that.
Yeah, Challenger. That's another good engine.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was his JLC Allegheny.
JLC Allegheny. Okay.
Yeah, that got lit up. Matt,
I was going to tell him if he wants to.
Go ahead, Travis.
I was going to tell Jeremy if he wants to bring it down here and run it on this layout. I got fire extinguishers on standby.
I love it. Post-war F3s are classic for Matt's O-Gauge. Nice choice. Very nice choice. CB Train Nut. Favorite diesel is an American Flyer Legacy SD70 Ace or TMCC Texas Special PA with passenger cars. That's a gorgeous set. That Texas Special. That an absolutely gorgeous set.
How many passenger cars are in that set, you know? Or maybe he can tell us.
Four I know of off the top of my head. Probably the typical combine, passenger car, dome, and observation.
Observation, yeah.
And then Steam has 336 Northern. Oh, he's got a DC Timco motor in it. Very nice. I bet that runs sweet.
It should run pretty smooth. Timco motor.
Yeah, you guys missed Newt the first time. He's dropping back in for another round. Actually, Dathan, hey, thanks for coming back. And I was able to post it, so it's coming back at you. I copied the wrong link the first time around.
Got a squealing wheel, and I got a feeling it's that new box car. I should have greased them wheels before I put it on, yeah.
Newt's favorites, a North Pole Central Heisler and an MTH PRSL Baldwin switcher. Nice. Definitely
Baldwin,
nice
yeah,
choices.
I like the switcher. Heisler's neat. I've seen that North Pole one. Heisler's pretty neat engine.
Very sharp. Roscoe, is that one of the early Flyer Chief Berks? Because I've noticed that the whistles on the early ones that don't have Bluetooth are on the weaker side. Because the newer ones have a much stronger whistle in them. Andrew, good evening. I don't think I acknowledged you earlier. Appreciate you jumping on and hanging out with us. Your choices: an F7A Santa Fe red, gray, and blue, and a gray N scale. Or I'm probably mixing those up, but you're an N scale modeler. Very nice.
Nothing wrong with N scale. I did N scale the whole time I was in the Navy.
Did you?
Yeah, my whole garage. We had a 2-car garage there at the house I owned, and I turned the whole garage into a train layout.
That
And
would
then I
be
had
awesome, especially
the
in
center
NSCAR. You
section.
can do so much.
Oh, I was huge. In the center section, I had on a lift, so it lifted up so I could back the jet skis in on the trailer and get them inside.
That's so cool. Dathan's already a subscriber there, Travis.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Andrews is DCC with sound, Santa Fe F7A. Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know, the last couple of years, I've been out of N scale for a while, but last I looked, some of the N scale stuff, they're getting pretty crazy with it. They're putting like soundboards in them now, and they got smoke
Yeah, they sure are.
out of those little engines. That's just insane.
Travis, Ed is sub to you, and Newt says, I don't know where you started tonight. We should have looked at your sub count before we started. You're at 103 now.
Oh, nice. Thanks, everyone.
Absolutely. Oh, so there's 5 passenger cars with the Texas Special. Baggage. Oh, it has a baggage car. Okay. That was the one I was missing. Coach Vistadome. Full Vistadome. Oh, very nice. And the observation car. Memory loss. That might be the one you're trying to think of, the observation car on the end. Roscoe's Burks are pre-Bluetooth. Yeah, I've got my 765 is pre-Bluetooth, or is that Bluetooth? No, that's pre-Bluetooth. My 759 and my Paramarquette 1225, those are all with Bluetooth, and noticeable difference in the whistles in those.
Found my culprit squeaker car. As soon as it comes around, they're going to take them off.
There you go. Thank you, Radar. I appreciate that. Everybody remember to hit that like button. Tyler must be working on jet skis tonight.
I don't miss that one bit. You think O-scale trains are a money pit? Buy yourself a set of jet skis.
Travis, Lyndon wants to know if humidity was a problem for you when you had your N-gauge layout.
No,
in
it
your
wasn't,
parents'
because I had
garage.
in garage in Mississippi. Because I was in Gulfport, Mississippi. I was right down there down there in the muggy stuff. But I had garage air conditioned.
Oh, nice. Hey, Darren. Good evening, buddy. How are you, sir? Happy Monday, and thanks for coming to hang out with us for a bit. Yeah, Roscoe, that's a fact. No baggage cars in the American model Streamliners. That's when you just mix and match. Throw some American Flyer in the mix. Ed said if he had the cash, he'd buy one of those layouts from Suitcase Trains for the living room.
You know, speaking of small trains, when I was down, the last time I was down at the Choo Choo Barn, I was down east getting parts for a tractor. So I had a couple minutes. I drove up by there and stopped at the Choo Choo Barn. They have that new scale out that's even smaller than Z.
Smaller than Z scale?
Smaller than Z. I mean, these things were minute, like nano size.
That's crazy. Hey, CB TrainNet, I'll go ahead and paste his the link to his YouTube channel here in the chat. You can grab it from there. Travis Tyler said the same thing about his fishing boat.
Money Pit, yeah. Actually, I seen some picture. Someone showed some pictures of his boat. He's got a big darn boat. That thing is probably a money pit. It's probably just a money pit to put gas or diesel in that thing.
So, Travis, everybody's weighing in on it. It's called T or TT scale.
TT scale, yep, that's what it was. I couldn't believe how when he held the whole train in like on his finger.
That's nuts. Yeah, Ed, I'm right there with you. My eyes would just be absolutely bonkers, 100%.
And yet they make scale people for that. Yet the boot, he brought him out and he showed me the people.
I can't even get scale people for S. Why are they making scale people for TT scale?
Beats me, but you almost break them just moving them around with tweezers. They're that small.
T scale is magnetic. No kidding.
Yep.
TT for tabletop. I like Linden. Teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny, yeah.
Yeah, that's TT scale. Matt, I never heard of it either. Not until Travis brought it up.
Yeah, you get a minute, look it up on YouTube or something. Like I said, it's unreal how small that is. You think N scale's small and you need tweezers. Look at those.
There's a modular T-track layout that goes to Springfield. That's cool. So are there like T-track clubs, or do like some clubs have modular T-track layouts that they bring around with them? Andrew, what other Lionel do I have to run? I've got quite a bit. I've got a pretty good mix of steam and diesels.
I thought Mad Mike said the other week there on the stream, you pretty much own everything they made.
That's far from the truth. I think Roscoe owns just about everything they've made, and it's all in storage right now. Here's a good question. Big Ridge wants to know if anybody has the Woodland Scenic soundbar.
Is that something new they came out with?
I think that's what I've seen them post a couple different times, that their sound machine or whatever. It's got dogs barking and all kinds of noise. So T gauge is 1 to 450, the smallest commercially available model railway in the world. I can't even imagine. Matt, I agree with you. I always thought Z was the smallest.
Yeah, you get that small, you get 4 sheets of plywood together and you can build the whole state of Pennsylvania on a layout.
Yeah, for sure. Bridge Street says they've got an aircraft carrier and a shipping port on that TT modular layout.
Well, the aircraft carrier can't be much bigger than your finger then.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be pretty neat to see.
Yeah, if it's Woodland Scenics, it's probably more expensive. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a Facebook and an Instagram post from Woodland Scenics on that. If I'm thinking the same thing that Big Rich is talking about.
It'll be worth checking out. I tell you, it might be a little bit more expensive, but when it comes to some of that stuff, you pay for what you get. And my opinion, Woodland Scenics, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, they do have some really nice stuff, that's for sure. Newt, 1 to 450 sounds like a flea circus. Uncle Salty says it's the same as the old QSI MTH sound blocks. Save money and find the old ones. That makes sense.
That was one thing I'll give Uncle Salty. I learned from him down at York. You want to learn about all the old stuff, tag along with him down at York. He's just sitting there pointing it out, and he'll tell you everything about it.
Yeah, he is an extraordinary wealth of knowledge.
We were walking down
Andrew,
some old K-line engines, and he's just sitting there telling me, yeah, that was made in 1986, 87. I remember when those were new, and tells you everything about it.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah, Andrew, the model train fair. I was at that last year. I was a bit disappointed. There's little to no American Flyer there. It was definitely mainly O gauge, but a lot of train layouts. That was interesting for sure. But that was the first time I was there.
How far is that for you?
It's about an hour and 15 minutes from Rochester. We just jump on the New York State Thruway and head east, and then it's the New York State Fairgrounds are maybe 10 minutes off the Thruway before you actually get into the city of Syracuse itself.
That's not a far drive then.
No, not bad at all.
Because yeah, your York drive's what, 5 hours, 6?
It's about 5. Yeah. And that, the nice thing is that's all expressway or interstate. It's an easy drive. I literally 2 minutes from my house, I'm on the highway, and I don't get off until that exit right there by the Comfort Inn.
Okay. Well, I tell you, that trip down to Cass, there's no interstate the entire way there from Pennsylvania. It is 2-lane road the whole way down through West Virginia to get there.
Well, keep in mind, Travis, and I don't know if you know this, most of my family is from Blair and Huntington County, Pennsylvania. I'm the only one that was actually born and raised up here. So I am very familiar with that neck of the woods.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you had family down here. Well, you were just down here not long ago for a family get-together, weren't you? Didn't you guys go to East Broad Top?
Yeah, back in the beginning of June. Yep, we were over with family, went to the East Broad Top, headed over to Pittsburgh, hung out with Mike and Lauren.
Yep.
Went to a winery, went out for a nice dinner, and then went over to Cuyahoga Falls to ride 765.
Okay.
Tyler wants to know how much for the B&O RS diesel. He might need that from you.
Call Pat's Trains. I think he still has them. That's actually a Rail King scale. And,
Really?
And yeah, it's Rail King scale, but when it comes around, you look at it, and I don't know why it's not the Premier line. I mean, it's got the detail of a Premier engine. It's got the smoke. It's got the crew figures in the cab.
Very nice.
And the thing runs very, very smooth. I mean, it'll run down to like 2 scale mile per hour and not get all glitchy.
Salty, I would disagree with the pointless. I guess it depends on your audience because I just plain think you're a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, I learned a lot off of them in the couple hours down at York. I was impressed.
Roscoe, what's in Leesport? Was there a show? I imagine Ray probably dropped off earlier after we were first talking about how bad the Yankees were doing tonight and not doing anything at the trade deadline. But I just noticed that they went ahead 7-6, which kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, I got her stopped there, Mike. It's got the lighted number boards. It said it's got the treaded walkway, 2 crew figures. And it's a PS3.
Oh, sweet.
And I said they're relatively cheap. I think it was only $300 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have the inspector check that out.
And what's real neat about the 9185 here is it wasn't originally owned by the B&O. It was a C&O engine that was transferred to the B&O.
No kidding.
And I guess it worked out in Ohio for a while. And then I just found some pictures on the internet. B&O ended up leasing it to a coal company down in West Virginia in the late 70s, pulling coal hoppers out to the main line.
Cool. What happened to it in real life?
That's the last I seen it. It was still active as of like 1978. It was still active down there in West Virginia. And what became of it, I don't know. But I thought it was pretty neat that they were still using that up until almost the 80s.
Yeah, no kidding. That is very neat.
Yeah, Mad Mike had the, I think he has a Pennsylvania RS1. But yeah, those RS1s are neat little engines.
Very nice. A free show in Leesport with a lot of S. Oh, you got some SHS hoppers? Very nice. Philip, good evening, sir. How are you? Thanks for jumping on and joining us. Angler's going to wrap it up for the night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Always good to have you here. Have a great night. Appreciate you coming in, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a good evening.
What time do you got to be up in the morning there, Travis?
I don't got a truck tonight. Tonight's the off night, so I got some farm work to do tomorrow. So I'll get up in the morning and have coffee and probably sit here and run trains for a half hour and then go do something.
Awesome.
The list is endless.
Yeah, never ends. What do we got running? So, Philip, our guest tonight is Travis B. Trains. If you happen to scroll back up through the chat, the link to his YouTube channel, I've posted it a couple different times in there. Check him out. Maybe subscribe if you'd like to. Travis, what are you running tonight?
I got an MTA Trail King RS1 scale on the inside, and I got the Chessie Steam Engine P1 MTH on the outside here, pulling modern freight actually.
And I've got a Legacy Challenger on the outside loop, pulling short cold drag, and on the inside loop I've got a TMCC Sino Mikado with a bunch of reefers. Yeah, that makes sense, Lyndon. It's easier to model what you've visited and seen and familiar with. Roscoe, I'm referred too. I have been it'll be 4 years at the end of September, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to model, like he said, what you grew up seeing. That's why I got all Chessie in Western Maryland, because that's what ran down here.
For the ugly, unique diesel, the C828, 628. Stupid readers. I'm not even sure what that is. Do you know what that is, Travis?
It's an Alco engine, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, they're pretty ugly. That's what I'm thinking of. It ain't gonna win no beauty contest.
Thanks, Philip. We appreciate that. Travis models O-Gauge.
Yeah, Philip had that right, Mike. You do have a good collection of S gauge trains.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Looks like friends are helping friends buy trains. Rich is telling Tyler there's a couple of B&O GP30s on trains.com.
Yeah, I seen those PS2s. The prices didn't look too bad on them.
Dathan's taken off. Dathan, it's good to have you here as always. I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Yeah, have a sweet, safe night.
We'll see you next time for sure.
Yeah, you got to give MTH that. Man, these things smoke.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of modelers. The smoke units in MTH engines are just phenomenal.
It'll smoke enough almost to set the smoke alarm off.
This has been fun. We've had a great group in here tonight.
Yeah. I like hearing what everyone else likes for engines. I always like that because, like I said, it's a diverse group of what everyone always likes as their favorite.
I like asking questions. It keeps everybody engaged. So everybody feels like they're a part of it instead of just sitting back as a spectator.
Yeah, these streams are nice. Like I said, I miss a lot of your guys' streams because of being in the milk truck at night, but I'll catch them and then just listen to them, let them play and listen to them through the headphone while I'm driving.
It was awesome that you said you wanted to come on. It's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I needed a good excuse to put some miles on these engines.
I like it.
Actually, this is probably the longest I've ran them since I was on. I did a stream with Tattooed Mike there way back when. And it looks like your TMCC and their Legacy are playing good, right?
Yeah, they seem to be. I haven't seen any hiccups, which makes me very happy.
Is that like a known issue that they'll not play together nice?
I don't know if it's that or more that it's just that I'm afraid to run them this long. I've got, I'm using a Cab 1L for the TMCC and then the Cab 2 for the Legacy.
Okay, so you're okay. They're on two different controls.
Yeah. CB, hey, thanks for dropping in. It was good to have you here. You've got a throat procedure in the morning. I wish you all the best with that. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, good luck with that. And thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it.
I'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers, buddy. I hope you do well. Let us know. All right.
How many people are still on here?
I'm not sure. I know I've missed some of the chat here as we're talking.
I don't know why there's still some people on here. We can ask everyone what they thought of the third rail catalog come out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because it definitely got me on the hook for a couple things. I said I'd seen those box cars and the pre-order deadline was ending, so I hurried up and put an order in for them.
Did you?
Yeah. And I said, we'll see how crops do. I might be getting that 1309.
Nice. Longest Darren's run at TMCC is 4 hours without issues.
That's good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Any of the lives that I've either hosted or joined up to this point, I've stuck to Flyer Chief engines. They just seem to be really sturdy, and I didn't have too many concerns with them. Also, they're just not as expensive if something was to go wrong. Oh, God, Cardinals went back on top. Thanks, Andrew. I really didn't need to see that.
Hey, Mike, can you set a speed limit with those cab 1s and cab 2 or not?
I think I can. I think it has to do with, I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was
What
something
is
you
that
do.
setting? What is that setting called that sets the speed steps? How many there is in a click? I can't remember now. I'm drawing an absolute blank.
Yeah, so I'm no Lionel expert by any means. I don't know much about the Lionels.
Dell's safe from third rail. Lionel only got him for a caboose, but he's worried about the Atlas one.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. They have another one coming out, I think, this month, don't they?
I think
Is it
that's what I
August?
heard. Ed says he hasn't even bothered to look through the Lionel catalog. No dinero, no need to.
That's a good, yeah. Lionel catalog was nice too. They had a couple things in there that'd be nice to see.
Rich, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'm not trying to miss anybody, buddy. I'm sure I've missed something. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, the reason I asked you about the speed, because I run everything, like I said, through the DCS app here because of the WTIU, and I've learned that you need to set a speedometer on everything.
Hang on, I'll figure it out. I know where I can look. I guess I can't find it there. Now it's 11-7. Unbelievable. You guys are killing me. Andrew, Roscoe, cut it out.
That's one thing I never really got into is baseball.
One of my favorite sports. I grew up with both my parents absolutely bleeding blue for the New York Yankees, so it's in my blood.
Yeah, we used to take, like, when I was a kid, we'd take my grandfather and great-grandfather, and we'd go to Pittsburgh and see a Pirates game once or twice a year, and that was about the highlight of me watching baseball. And it's neat to go see it live.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt's safe from the third rail catalog, but Lionel got him on an S3 and a matching set of cars.
Which S3 you getting?
I think this mouse battery is starting to die because it's gotten very jumpy on me tonight. Hit the speed button on the cab too. Okay.
Of course. He would know exactly what you need to do.
I know. This is really bad. Where is the speed button? I'm sorry. That's really bad to say that, but... Oh, right in the middle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm in the lowest speed setting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there's 5 of them. At least that's what I have programmed into this Challenger. I know I've got different speed settings when I've programmed the different engines into the base 3. Dan says whenever I run trains, I run them fast for passenger trains, medium to low speed with freights. Okay, Philly tonight.
I'd have to put some guardrails on my layout. My layout's actually pretty high. It's almost 40 inches off the ground.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got it pretty high.
Mine's 38.
Yeah, I wanted it to, like, when you sit in there like a regular, lounge chair or something, you're right there at eye level watching them go.
Yep, exactly. Newt's fully against interleague play.
It's blasphemy, he says.
Ed's still rooting for the Milwaukee Braves. Bridge Street got the dark gray Hiawatha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I actually got the Western Maryland Decapod coming.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, I wanted it just because it has the whistle steam and the swing and bell effect. Because my MTH one just obviously just has the smoke. That's it.
This is irony where Uncle Salty says he's a conventional guy, but he knows all of the stuff about these command systems.
Yep. I think he just got a WTIU here this year, didn't he?
I think he did.
And he probably knows more about it than anyone else on the chat.
Trainman Dan says passengers got places to be, so you got to run passenger trains fast. Thanks, Rich. One of these times I'm going to have to check out Nick's Crossing because I have not checked out his live yet, so I'll have to do that, especially since I'm only doing mine once a month. But thank you. I appreciate you saying that, and it's always good to have you here, too.
Yeah, definitely check out his Mike. Check out his stream. It's pretty good. I watched it a couple Mondays. He has a lot of good how-to videos and stuff that he's fixed. He's pretty good. Looks like he's pretty knowledgeable on some things.
Nice. I will definitely do that. Trainman Dan's going to try and swing a Milwaukee 261 and the excursion cars. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a little bit of chunk of coin.
Yeah, no kidding. Now it's 13-7. Oh, my Lord. Uncle Salty figured out the WTIU pretty quickly. I'm sure you would be like a hero to so many people doing instructional videos on the WTIU because I just hear so many people talking about their engine addresses getting lost and things like that.
I had a few issues with it doing that, and I just learned there's some quirks to it. Just like you got to hit refresh certain times because your engine will want to freeze up while you run it. You just learn some of the quirks to it, and it's not that bad.
Big Rich says, nope, I'm claiming the highball runner of locomotives. He's taking that away from Trainman Dan.
I've seen some of his videos. His trains are booking. They got places to be.
Yes, they are.
My layout has a permanent work order of track slow order, 25 mile an hour until construction is complete.
Newt says passenger trains should be slow, or at least with SEPTA they are.
You know that, Shay? I think they told us the top speed we were going to hit climbing the mountain was 6 mile an hour on that passenger excursion.
And it's amazing that it can do that.
Ain't it, though?
Yep.
I got to put some videos on YouTube. I'll put a whole clip of it together. I sat down there because we were on the later train of the day, so each train was leaving. I was down there getting it coming in and leaving.
Lyndon, that's awesome that your nephew got his master and he's out of school. And thanks for your kind words on the stream. I appreciate it. Uncle Salty confirms what you said there, Travis. Become one with the refresh button.
Ain't that the truth? And don't be afraid to turn the layout off and turn it back on.
I think there's a challenge being put up here, a speed race somewhere with our fastest locomotives.
I don't have anything that goes really, really fast because I have my speedometer set to everything not to go more than 25.
Darren has seen dual motor K-line switchers as the fastest at a train drag race.
A K-line switcher. I'm shocked that would be actually considered one of the that was actually the fastest.
These are facts. Ed likes to run slow, but marks, they tend to go warp factor 5. Absolutely. Uncle Salty has a post-war that'll fly off 072 curves. I can't even imagine how fast that's got to be going. Oh, it looks like my camera froze. Oh, there it goes.
You say your center one's a web or your cell phone?
Yeah, it's my cell phone, so it's probably Wi-Fi getting a little sketchy. I'm not on Wi-Fi on my computer though. I'm hardwired into the network.
I can't tell if mine's glitchy running or not, but I'm running on just a cell phone service, and it looks like it's running pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big Rich accepts the challenge. We got Garrett jumping in here. Ives Guy. Howdy, Garrett. How are you tonight?
Evening.
Good to have you jump in with us. Uncle Salty has a set of K-Line F units and 6 motors. Ludicrous speeds.
Yeah, I'd say those would haul some mile per hour. Probably fast enough to go flying off the track.
Probably, I would imagine. Newt's quoting Top Gun.
I feel the need for speed.
Post-war vintage confirmation is when it can reach speeds of flying off the table. Yes, sir. You got it, Dan. And Matt is correct. Post-war engines can be pretty fast. I've got a couple, and it doesn't take opening up the throttle too much on the transformer to get them flying. That's for sure. Looks like Garrett and Caleb have been working on their York documentary.
Oh, that's right. Aren't they releasing that this fall with the York show?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Thursday afternoon in the Veranda Hall or Veranda Room.
Yeah. Fortunately, I won't be down there to see it. I'll have to catch it on YouTube. Won't get there till Friday morning.
Rich is going to build angles into his track so he can keep everything on the track.
Have his trains running into high curves like on a NASCAR track.
That's right. Got to do the high banks. Uh-oh. Rich said he actually sent one off the track, one of his oldies.
Make you want to cry.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Rich definitely has a super speedway for his rails. Matt, fast trains and fast women. Newt's spilling secrets tonight. Yeah, that camera is definitely getting glitchy over there. Maybe the battery's getting low too. Which coal hoppers you asking about, Garrett? I think everybody's had some experience with trains flying off the track.
Luckily not no scale yet, but I've had some N scale come off.
When I modeled HO, I did it plenty of times, that's for sure. All right, I got something squeaking pretty good. What is it?
Probably a wheel.
Yeah, I think it's my Mikado. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I can. A little bit of oil.
Why don't we just shut her down for the night?
Dispatch 1016 here. It's quitting time for us. See you later.
Now, see, Ed's got the right approach here. For every corner, you got a hill or a mountain to keep trains from flying off. Those are actually American Flyer, Garrett. Oh, you know what? It's actually my Challenger squealing.
Oh, no, that's a new one, ain't it? That's a Legacy?
That's Legacy, but it's probably due for a little maintenance. Yeah, it's a squeaker. I love it, Tyler. Interesting. Darren, you're absolutely right. Never put a curve at the bottom of a grade.
Wasn't that Tyler at one of the RS1, the B&O?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I said that hopefully he gets one. Like I said, you can find them. They're like fairly cheap. I said the Rail King scale, and they look really, really good.
Lyndon's wife wants to know if there's a support group for her and our wives. Ooh, you are stout. Getting a good squeak on you.
Did I send you that meme on 50 Shades of Trains?
I don't think you did.
I'll have to send it to you tomorrow
Okay.
morning here on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guy says, "You want to see my train room? It's called 50 Shades of Trains." He said, "My pleasure room." He said, "I'll take you to my pleasure room. 50
My
Shades of
pleasure
Trains."
room. Roscoe launched American Models GG1 onto a cement floor, and it still runs. That's pretty incredible.
Because that thing's probably made out of solid cast.
No, they're plastic.
Oh, they are plastic?
Oh, they sure are. They sure are.
Well, Mike, I just realized my cell phone started at 100% and it is down to 6%.
I'm sure my cell phone is probably not much different than yours.
So I'm going to lose service here in a couple minutes. So I'm going to have to jump off of here and call it a night.
That's all right. It's probably a good time for us to go ahead and wind it down and wrap it up.
But I'll tell you, yeah, it's been fun. I want to say thank you for having me on, and thanks for everyone that subscribed tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. What did we get you up to?
I can't see right now. So I think someone said it was up 103.
I got to refresh this though.
Mm.
You are at 108, my friend.
108, not bad. I'll take that.
Nice bump. Nice bump.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks everyone.
You got it.
It's always fun. It's always fun to get on here and run trains.
Yes, it is. Well, everyone, from Travis and me, hey, thanks a lot for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. Radar's on his way out too. This has been a whole lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We'll catch up with you guys on another live. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your support. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, good night.